Hello, I'm Mariana. Today I'm here to introduce one of my good friends. They have won the Ultimate Grit Award, and I'd like you to introduce them too.
Hi, my name is Alize, and I'm more than honored to be recognized for this award.
Okay, Alize, so let's begin. So, what are some of the biggest challenges you have faced when you first started using a wheelchair?
I would say when I first started, it was more like the fact of accepting the fact that I'm in a wheelchair, because I wasn't always in a wheelchair, and things were kind of different. I was used to doing things a certain way, and even though not that I can't do them anymore, I just had to do it a little differently. So kind of getting used to the routine now in a different way was kind of like the biggest challenge in me coming in a wheelchair.
Cool. And then can you describe a time when you faced a significant obstacle and how you overcome it?
I would say definitely transitioning into high school, because back in my old school, from middle school to elementary school, I was so used to having a support system. Not that I don't have a good support system in high school, but learning more to be independent and speaking up for myself in terms of learning how to navigate in the wheelchair and making sure that my needs are met and everyone else, I feel comfortable around the school.
Very inspiring. Who has been your biggest supporter or role model in your journey, and how have they helped you?
I definitely say my uncle, who's been there for me and my whole journey, and making sure that I'm more confident in myself and my situation, and just ultimately just being there. But I also want to give a big mention to my friends too, who are more than welcoming and love me for who I am and are always there to help me when I need them.
Awesome. And then what are some of the daily challenges you encounter at school, and how do you manage them?
I would say a lot of times there's some things I know that are just not built for me, but also making sure I mentioned before, that I speak up for myself and say hey, I can't sit in this chair or something like that. Definitely the beginning of senior year too, we had higher desk, and it became kind of an issue. So making sure I speak up to my teachers and they know that I'm struggling with this, so that way they can help me in making sure I'm comfortable.
And what have you learned about self-advocacy, and what advice do you have for other students?
I definitely say like I keep mentioning before, making sure you speak up for yourself, because there's a lot of times where certain things are not built for me, or certain concerns I have that I have to speak up to teachers or classmates or someone who can help me, because if you don't say what you're not comfortable with, then no one will truly know how you feel. So definitely making sure you speak up for yourself to make sure you're comfortable and not uncomfortable in any way.
And then a big thing here in university is, how do you define grit and resilience, and what do these qualities mean to you personally?
Having grit is just ultimately just having the courage to pursue an ultimate goal you have in life. For me, I have ultimate goal of hopefully going to college, and making sure I persevere through all my challenges and not letting the bad things get to my head, and just making sure I keep that long-term goal in mind and keep pursuing what I want to do.
And do you have any advice of how do you stay positive and maintain a hopeful outlook even when things get tough?
I definitely say making sure you have a good support system in mind, and having them encourage you and being encouraged yourself and motivated, and not letting, like I said, that those bad things get to your head, because it does get good, it does get better in the end.
And then lastly, what are your goals for the future, and how do you plan to achieve them?
So like I said, I definitely want to go to college, hopefully somewhere in Oregon, and studying either veterinary school or maybe business. I'm not too sure, I'm kind of undecided. And then just making sure I keep persevering through my senior year and hoping that I get to my goals.
Thank you so much for answering these questions. Again, congratulations on this Ultimate Grit Award. I am proud of you, and your friends and family are also proud of you.
Thank you, Mariana.